But this is the Aquarian age, and we don't have to have a crisis in the Aquarian age. We can have a breakthrough, and that's what I intend to do. So I have natal Uranus in the second house, which means I signed up for a lifetime of having a revolution in my own self-worth and in understanding that my value and the safety that I feel within is self-generating. It's not coming from external sources. My opposition is happening in my 8th house, which is all about basically emotional intensity. I mean, it's sex, it's death, it's other people's money, it's transformation. But really, emotional intensity is a big part of that because you've got the Scorpio archetype in the 8th house. And for me, for my life curriculum, what I signed up for, that's very much what this is about. I have Chiron transiting my 8th house while this opposition is happening in my 8th house. So it's no accident that these things are coming up in my life in the way that they're coming up. I've spent a lifetime avoiding emotional intimacy. I've spent a lifetime being very detached from my feelings, and a lifetime doing everything that I could to not allow myself to experience love and experience the joy of what love can be with another person. And so what happens at Uranus opposition is the old stories, the old patterns, the things that you bury deep inside that you didn't want to address, those come up to the surface, and they come up to be addressed. They come up to be called out, and they ultimately come up to be transformed. They don't come up to hurt you. They come up to radically liberate you. But most people avoid it. I mean, most people don't want to do the change. And so the Uranus opposition oftentimes plays out as a time of intense crisis. Well, thanks to Barbara Hand Clow, I have a lot of gratitude for that woman. I've known about Uranus opposition for many years, and I've known it was something to prepare myself for. So I educated myself, one, about what it was. I read a really good book called Astrology and the Raising of the Kundalini that Barbara Hand Clow wrote. Highly recommend everybody read that. Even if you're 20 years old, read it now. Prepare for it, because trust me, you're going to want to. So I educated myself, but then I also started to learn astrology. I didn't know astrology that much before this. I realized, though, that my life was going to go through a period where I was either going to transform, or I was probably either going to die, or like get myself locked into a trajectory that would go on for the rest of this incarnation that I didn't want to experience. So I learned what it meant to have Uranus in the second house. I learned